Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of Cross the Lawn. Today I'm here with the president of the Alumni Association and former SGS student, Tyson. We're going to be asking him some questions about his ASB experience. So first, Tyson, can you tell us about your ASB experience?
Yeah, so I was chief of staff. I was the first chief of staff in 2010 to 2011, graduated in 2011. Originally came up with that title because it was originally deputy and they thought, I'd wear like a whole sheriff badge and everything. So we got rid of that idea and renamed it.
Yeah. And then what were some challenges you faced as being a part of ASB?
Yeah, I think kind of in any leadership position, it's always trying to get everyone to run in the right direction, the same direction. So getting everyone's opinion, trying to figure out, okay, what are the priorities from that, and then moving forward with that.
Did you have a particular favorite moment from your ASB experience?
Yeah, I think there's actually a couple. One, we started the Holy Grail game with Northwest Christian, so that was a lot of fun. I think it was here the first year. No, it was at Northwest Christian the first year we did that. So that was a lot of fun, trying to get that stood up and kind of, again, get everyone moving all in the right direction. The second favorite memory, though, which I don't know if Mark would agree, was putting up like a 25, 30-foot Christmas tree in the courtyard. Okay. But, that was interesting. Went all the way to the top of the ceiling of the second floor.
And then how did being a member of ASB affect your SGS experience?
Yeah, so I think at the end of the day, this was like a real first experience being a leader, right? Yeah. So I think carrying that on into college, carrying it into my professional career, it's always trying to figure out how do you work best with other people? How can you motivate other people? That's leadership in essence, right? Yeah. Of motivating other people to do the things that you want to do as a community. Yeah. And as we move into even the Alumni Association, it's really trying to engage them. How can we bring them back onto campus, engage with the current students, and make an impact on their lives as well?
And then can you expand a little more, like maybe explain what the Alumni Association is at St. George's?
Yeah, so St. George's School Alumni is the professional and kind of social community that we've built up over the last about 10, 15 years. Some of the events that we do are alumni basketball. We also have done the Alumni Golf Classic, which has been out at the Coeur d'Alene Resort. And then this year, we're doing the Alumni Concert and Art Exhibit. That's coming up on May 3rd, and that's honoring David Demand as he goes into retirement.
Yeah. And then is there anything current SGS students can do to connect with the Alumni Association?
Totally. So they're always more than welcome, whether that's through ASB or following us on LinkedIn or following us on Instagram. So all those different platforms, as well as engaging with Mark Rickard, as well as Jamie Tender on the best ways to engage with us, figure out if there's any ways that we can help with college counseling, professional opportunities, internships. Yeah.
Well, thank you. We greatly appreciate your time. My name is Colin Brennan, and thank you for joining us on another episode of Across the Lawn.
Good morning, Dragons.
Today is Monday, March 31st.
And this is Dragons News.
And now time for announcements.
Thank you to all the students who helped out and participated in the St. George's All-School Talent Show.
Thank you to everyone who donated to the Vanessa B. Hand Foundation. We raised a total of $410.
There are only 2 spots left on the climbing trip at Mount Adams this summer from June 23rd to the 27th.
Please sign up for the Wilderness First Aid course. The course is filling up fast, so if you have questions, ask Holty.
If you want to compete in this year's SGS Outdoor Skills Olympics, please sign up as soon as possible.
Thank you to everyone who donated to the blood drive last Thursday. We collected a total of 30 units of blood for the American Red Cross.
The Ronald McDonald House Pop Tap Drive runs through this week and ends on Friday.
There's an FRC competition at Eastern Washington Wednesday through Saturday. I fully cut you off. I'm sorry.
Oh well. And now for some upcoming dates.
You know, Jake, speaking of upcoming, it's really starting to feel like spring.
Yes, it is, because spring break is next week.
Hooray. Also, CAS must be totally completed for all seniors by April 15th.
And Outdoor Club Senior Night is on April 21st.
April 23rd and 24th, Mamma Mia production in the theater.
And on April 25th, it's the Upper School Academic Awards Ceremony.
Also April 25th is the Outdoor Club's photo overnight. We need a minimum of 5 participants. And now time for sports.
Golf has a league match today at Deer Park.
Tennis has a match today at Newport, Wednesday at Freeman, and Friday at Sprague High School. They're dismissed at 1:30 p.m. all days.
Oregon relays are on Friday and Saturday. All the athletes going to Oregon relays will leave on Thursday morning. And now it's time for Wonder with the Weather. On Tuesday, we have a low of 35 with a high of 50. On Wednesday, we have a low of 38 with a high of 51. On Thursday, we have a low of 35 with a high of 50. And on Friday, we have a low of 34 with a high of 55. Let's have a great week, Dragons. Hiccups. And now time for a special announcement.
While early, we would like to announce that we are not doing News Crew next year. With that, we do need to look at some people who are currently underclassmen to take over News Crew next year. We recommend 6 people with at least 2 people who are capable of filming and editing. If you are interested, talk to any member of the current News Crew and we will help get you set up for next year. Thank you all for watching and
Have a good week, Dragons. When people laugh at the jokes I make, then I start laughing at them, and then I start
sad.
What? That's sad?
Yeah.
Time for extra special announcement from my grandson, Colin Brennan.